Robbie Ross at fullback, McDougall and Matt Geyer on the wings, Ryan Girdler and Terry Hill the centre pairing, Laurie Daly's at 5'8", he loves being there, Andrew Johns at halfback, Brad Fittler is the lock forward and the captain.
It's Kevin Walters, well done Kevy, captain's Queensland tonight. Paul Green at halfback, Jason Smith lock forward, Chris McKenna, Gordon Tallis in the back row, with Craig Greenhill, Jason Hetherington and Shane Webke in the front row positions.
So here they are, led out by Kevin Walters, his first time at the head of the Queensland side. A very proud moment for the 31-year-old. In fact, the oldest player in the maroon side is Kevin Walters. And as I said, it's something that he will never forget. He's been a great ornament, a great rugby league exponent and ambassador for Queensland. So there they are. They're out there with Brad Fittler at the head of proceedings, captaining the Blues for the 8th time. His record reads 3 victories and 4 losses. And the Blues going to the left of the stadium, heading off towards the northern end of the Stadium Australia here tonight. Brad Fittler, the young captain, youngest ever, in fact, to play for Australia, Brad Fittler. Stephen Clark represents the 15th referee to have conducted a State of Origin match, starting 20 years ago, back in 1980. They've played 20 times in Sydney, and that has worked out at 10-all. So this is match 21 in Sydney for the Harvey Norman State of Origin Game 2, 1999. As I said earlier, oh, Spud Carroll coming back for the first time 2 years down the track in rep football with a big run. And now his front row partner, Rodney Howe. Tallis there to meet him with Webke. As we come away from the 20-metre line, this is Fletcher, put down on his own 20. So it's Johns now going wide, finding Daly. They immediately try and get round him. Girdler's making a great run. Support coming on his inside. Robbie Ross is away. Robbie Ross is going to make it. Robbie Ross is over. New South Wales are in. First set of 6. An amazing start for the Blues. They have gone right around Queensland. And a sensational try. Girdler breaking into space off a Daly special. And then it was Robbie Ross, I feel, who's come in wide in the back line.
Yeah, put this one down for Wayne Pearce. It was just a great set move. They sent some decoys through. The cutout pass travelled 20 or 30 metres. Ryan Girdler's first touch in the run on side. He runs 40 metres. And Robbie Ross is a great support player. He's got 15 tries in the season proper. He gets the first tonight. Lovely little offload there from Laurie Daly onto Ryan Girdler. He split Darren Smith and Matt Rogers, and 42 seconds into this match, the New South Wales team take the lead.
Yeah, well done, Wayne Pearce. He's watched tapes, he's spotted a weakness out there early in their defensive pattern in the tackle count, and Robbie Ross finishes off a fantastic try. I've never seen anything like it. It might even be the quickest Origin try. It would have to be. Absolutely brilliant stuff from New South Wales. And the timing of the pass from Girdle back on the inside of Ross was very important. Everything was done perfectly.
I would imagine that Wayne Pearce and the New South Welshmen have been dreaming of that since Suncorp Stadium a fortnight ago, and Girdler converts a try that he took a big part in. A play over towards the eastern side of the ground as it goes through to a second receiver, and Fletcher able to stand and offload. Cross F for Johns. Johns away. Then taken by Terry Hill. And Hill is put down just on his own side of halfway. Terry Hill and Gordon Tallis having a bit of a dust-up as they go infield. Fittler and Johns combining before finding Girdler. Darren Smith comes out of the deep and puts him away, and the scuffle continues to be broken up by Laurie Daly. Johns puts a kick in. Saylor goes back to help his fullback, Robbie O'Davis. It is O'Davis who comes beyond the 20-metre line, his own end of the park.
And both teams have shown their intentions very early. New South Wales quite prepared to throw the football wide as the Maroons get their first penalty, another play the ball infringement. While Queensland have shown they want to play field position. We saw Kevin Walters kick long and deep early in their tackle count. Fortunately, this little scuffle between Hill and Tallis, it didn't escalate.
Probably hurt Daly more than he did the ball carrier. Now they've gone through to Walters, and Walters puts a kick in, heading down into the bottom corner, and it'll be urgent from McDougall. Out of who? Beautiful work down there on the bottom corner from Rogers and McDougall, and that cameraman who's absolutely been poleaxed in performing his task. The Blues set it up on the left of the ground, and it's with Johns and a dummy to Fittler. They go over to Fletcher. The pass has gone backwards, scooped up brilliantly by Johns. Daly puts a kick in over the head of Robbie O. Davis puts it over the dead ball line. It is a line drop out for Queensland.
Yeah, they're really playing well, the Blues. A lot more second phase play tonight, especially players like Rodney Howe and Brian Fletcher offloading in tackles. Nick Kossoff doing his job as well.
And he's taken down by Fittler, who is troubled by that groin. He will see a specialist on Friday, and I'm led to believe we'll have the operation as early as next week. So Sydney City, I doubt that Fittler would have it next week, though, with the Origin coming up. But Sydney City are bound to be without him for a period. Rogers down the right of the ground and pulled down again by that man, Robbie Ross. But Queensland on the attack now. Here's Jason Smith. Here's Paul Green. Green is held just inside the 10. And 5 tackles are gone. The Maroons looking for Jason Smith. And here he is losing his footing, but it's a penalty. Penalty going to Queensland. So 4 from 4 at Suncorp, and now he's got 1 from 1 at Stadium Australia.
Just at the moment, the oomph has gone out of the attack from New South Wales as Andrew Johns chips and finds a bit of space, and leading the race again, Robbie Ross puts it on the toe.
Good chance for New South Wales. Queensland backpedaling, but Rogers is back there. The New South Wales 40-metre line with the New South Wales defence dropping off. Kevin Walters, a beautiful ball. Jason Smith, support is coming, but he gets it away on the right, and Rogers goes in. Rogers has scored for Queensland. I thought Jason was going to pass it left to his brother Darren, but he went to the right, and Matt Rogers has gone in to get another Queensland try, and in fact he's got all the points in the Origin series so far.
Yeah, great ball from Kev. He held them up on the inside, then there was plenty of space out there, and he had to get it out wide, and Girdler made a mistake, the defensive error made by him. I've got to say, New South Wales hit a wall about 5 minutes ago, and they are really struggling at this stage.
Now from 21 out, 5 metres in from touch. What a great kick! That's a terrific conversion of his own try. Queensland are in front by 2. Rain increasing and driving down as Walters puts a kick in. A relieved captain now that the scoreboard shows in his advantage. Robbie Ross had to pick it up, and then he dived for cover.
And he's lost it.
He's lost the ball. This will be interesting.
Well, I just think it's a New South Wales mistake, Ray.
Just lost the ball.
That's exactly right. They just lost the ball. It was an absolutely perfect kick.
Davis wide, Green, a kick to the air, and a test for McDougall again. Rogers is up above the pack, but he's lost it. And it's coming back to the 20-metre point for the restart.
Well, I think he's lost it because he's just not fit. He's playing on dead set 1 pin out there at the moment. And I think the injury has really taken its toll on him, Matty Rogers.
Tuvey goes away to Johns. Johns on for Fletcher. Fletcher inside for Daly. Daly back again to Johns. Johns away. Intercepted, no. Saylor couldn't get a catch on it. 6 more tackles. Geyer is with it and tackled. 8 metres away from the Queensland line. Tuvey there. Stephen Clark remembers to nullify the tackle count. Tuvey, you can see the uprights. There in front of him, 3 metres away. Johns dummies to one side, goes the other. Michael Vella is with it, and he's taken to ground. Time-consuming, letting Queensland set up their defence. Daly punches it. Daly's over. That is a try. Laurie Daly scores a representative try on farewell in front of a Sydney crowd. 10-8. The Blues over Queensland with 6 of the first half to go.
And there is dead set no player out there who deserves this try more than Laurie Daly. It's almost like Wayne Pearce has said, you're only playing half a game. Do your best. Well, he's taken an inside pass there. It was the second set of 6 in a row. Wendell Saylor had given them another set of 6 after missing the intercept. And Daly,
from a similar position to where he converted the Robbie Ross try, and he's got this one. Haven't we got some magnificent goal kickers? 12-8 New South Wales. A chance for Queensland to go back to the lead. Tallis hits the uprights and bounces back. And the aerials coming from the Goodyear blimp tonight as it comes away for Tallis. Off the feet of a New South Wales player. Fittler's into the space. They're going to run him down. He'll get to the halfway line and then pull down about 5 metres into Queensland's territory. But now Queensland trying to regather. Girdler, Kossoff, Johns. Johns cut out. Daly with it. Over the 40. Pass back inside for Terry Hill. He can unload if he can see a support, but he takes it to ground. Tuvey now. A little scurry away from dummy half. That takes them 25 metres out from the line. Robbie Ross goes into dummy half. There's the aerial picture as Kosef or Fletcher runs it to the 10-metre line. He will play the ball now. They're right in the centre of the park. They set it up on both sides. Johns goes back. Vella runs to the right. Vella stands, offers the ball. Then it's with Fittler. Fittler gets it away. It went forward. And the ball to ground. He'll put a scrum down. And it'll be a Queensland loose head and feed.
It's a cruciate ligament damage. He will not be back. Ben Ikin will take over the goal kicking for the Queensland side.
Sailor. And a complete break by Sailor. Sailor put down. Eventually a shoulder from Robbie Ross.
In this second half, haven't got it over the line, and Paul Green. It's a pretty good kick away in between the fullback and the winger, and one of them is going to have plenty of work to do in one moment.
Well, Wendell Sailor was the only one down there, and he's done a magnificent job.
Look, we gave him a rap a minute ago, Ross and Gaia, but on that occasion they ambled back. They didn't get in a position. If Gaia had sprinted and got back on the other side and allowed Ross to pick the football up, they could have got out of there.
One player struggling is Andrew Johns. He's right under the sticks there. He's hobbling around on one leg.
And it is with Walters now. Walters back on the inside for Tallis. And Tallis sprinting down. There's the fifth tackle now. That earlier call certainly wasn't anything like 4 or 5. The ball rolled into the end goal. Robbie Ross. Oh! He has taken a calculated gamble. It's paid off for him.
Oh, and Jabba the Hutt sits back down, Big Choppy. I'll tell you what, he did really well. He made the tackle before. He was marker. He had to sprint back. He was hoping it went over the in-goal line. It did with his assistance in the end.
Really well-received penalty. Oh, there's Carroll again, but down. Knocked back anyway. Still down, Carroll.
Carroll cannot get up. He's down and taken the count. This was the hit, the big fella. Now, was there anything illegal in it? As they come in, Hetherington got him with the point of the shoulder. Shoulder charge from Webke, nothing illegal that I can see. You reckon there was a cocked elbow? There was some concern for Mark Carroll. From Robbie Ross to the right for Johns, and Johns tries to bust them himself. He's pulled down by a desperation tackle from Jason Hetherington. Daly for Ross. Stand still football. Ross with a little chip. Oh, Lang had it, and then Ross tried to pinch it off him. Oh, Davis is away with it for Queensland to be tackled.
Exciting football, isn't it? Despite the wet conditions, that was a case of who wants it. So it's like a hot spud as they tossed it around. Oh, Davis looks like he's in some trouble.
This is how it happened. It is the right ankle. There's a big problem here for Robbie O'Davis. Fittler goes himself. Fittler throws a long pass. They've gone out to the right wing. Gaia goes slithering across, but the ball apparently has gone forward. The ball has gone forward, and the bench goes down again. That's 5 tackles gone for the Blues. Daly, a grubber kick, came off a Queenslander. It's with Green. The ball went backwards. He goes straight to the winger and picks up Ben Ikin. Ikin's gone into touch. So New South Wales will get a wonderful chance now.
They've got to get it in there.
So Johns, he goes to the air. They're underneath it, both sides. The bounce is there. A dive by Hill. He claims a try, but the touch judge said no. It went over the sideline. It came off Queensland, apparently, and is taking them back for a line dropout.
Watch for the kick again before the last.
So here's Jason Smith now, turning it back into the traffic zone. And it is Paul Green who's pulled down. Can Queensland pull off another miracle? It's been done before, but the ball has been lost. And that loses the game almost certainly for the Queenslanders. The series has been squared. So I think the siren has sounded. Yes, the jubilation is there. It's high fives all round. And a very relieved New South Wales coach, Wayne Pearce. The Blues are home in a scoreless second half. The series has been levelled and will go now to Suncorp Stadium in a fortnight. One of the wounded, Matt Rogers, Robbie O'Davis was another, and Adam McDougall another. A rather dejected Queensland coach. He, together with his 17, came here hoping to wrap up the series of 1999. New South Wales 12 then have defeated Queensland 8.